Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you already don't know who I am, my name is Sierra, and I don't know how to describe what I do on YouTube. I do a lot of stuff. But today this video is going to be about how I maintain my Spanish. Now everybody has been asking me for this video, and I'm so sorry it took so long. I've been vlogging and I've been having so much to do and I'm super busy, so finally here it is. All right, first you have to keep conversing every single day. If not every single day, at least 5 days out of the week. But you have to, like I said in my first video of how I learned Spanish, you have to continue to speak with people every day and have conversation, because that's how you learn. That's how you learn different phrases, new slang, to practice your skills. Because I know, like, there was a time where and sometimes I feel like that still, that I'm losing my Spanish or that I'm not growing in the language. And honestly, I'm growing all the time, but you feel like you're stagnant and you're stuck at one place and that you're not getting any better. And you honestly are, but you might not be utilizing the language how you should. You should be speaking all the time. You should be having hard conversations, not just having basic conversations. Once you get to that like high, intermediate, advanced level, you need to be talking about, I know everybody's not into politics, but like politics, conspiracy theories, aliens, ghosts, I don't know, relationships. You need to talk about something complex, because the more conversations you have, the more you realize, hey, I use this word in English all the time and I don't even know this word in Spanish. So that's when you write down words that you are trying to figure out. You learn those words. Like, for example, if I'm having a conversation and I don't know how to say the word context, and somebody tells me contexto, I'm gonna write that down and I'm gonna be like, okay, so next time I wanna say that's how I use it, you know? If you don't have the opportunity to travel or to live in another country, because I know everybody don't have the funds for that, you, like I said, immerse yourself in the language. I said this in my last video, please. And what I mean by that is learn the culture. I know everybody's not a dancer, but if you are, learn how to dance salsa, learn how to dance merengue, cumbia, like bachata, dembow, reggaeton, like all of these genres, listen to them, learn how to do the dances. Find some local Hispanic clubs or some Hispanic bars where you can converse with other people there. I know I'm shy. Get a little liquor up in me. All right. Girl, bye. All right. But I know that I'm shy. But it's like when you're in that environment and everybody's speaking Spanish, they're just gonna appreciate that you're trying. And you know, don't worry about making mistakes, because making mistakes is how you learn. And that's one of my things. Like, I would be so scared to speak it with strangers and so scared to use it. And sometimes I still do get really nervous. But when you make a mistake and you learn from that mistake, that's exactly how you're going to get better. Because you know now on, like, I'm not gonna do that. For example, sentirse versus sentir. For example, that is a reflexive verb versus just, I guess, a regular verb, right? So if I say, me siento triste, that's like a feeling. But I used to also say, me siento que esa persona no me gusta. Okay, for example. But that's not correct. It's siento que esa persona no me gusta. So because I kept getting corrected on no, Sierra, when you say that, when you say like, and when you don't have a feeling and you're just saying, oh, I feel like that person does this, I feel like this is the right way to do it. You don't say me siento or se siente or te sientes. You only say the actual verb. And because that's in my head from that one mistake, I can remember now that I, you know, don't do that. But anyway, yeah, so when you're in these environments where you have the opportunity to speak Spanish, use your Spanish. Converse with people. Go to Hispanic supermarkets, Hispanic festivals. Just do stuff like that. Don't let nobody tell you like, oh, you're trying to be this, you're trying to be that. Like, no, you're just trying to learn a language, and the best way to do it is to learn the culture and immerse yourself in the culture. That's a good way to make friends. If you're at a bar, if you're at a festival, whatever. If you're on Spanish TikTok, because I don't know how I got there, but I got there and I'm happy I'm there. If you're on Spanish TikTok and you see content, like boom, right there, you have some friends maybe you could talk to, or you have some videos to reference, and you learn native things, because it's not always as easy to just look up on YouTube how Dominicans speak Spanish. No, how Puerto Ricans speak Spanish, how Colombians speak Spanish, Venezuelans. Like, it's not that easy. It's sometimes easier when you're on a social media platform and that happens to come up on content that you watch often, and you can see how they use things, or how they say things, how they might type things, how they might, you know, in English, like, we have different ways that we type in when we're texting. Like, we shorten words. Like, sometimes I see like PK and I'm like, what is PK? Por qué? Or they like use a K, like actually letter K for K, which is QUE. Like, so it's little things like that you have to pay attention to. And when you're on social media or you're having friends, that's another way to do it, which is what I do all the time. We're gonna get to the next part right now, actually, because I was babbling. TV and movies. If I'm watching a show that's in whatever, French, any other language that is not English, when I look for the dub section, I watch that in Spanish and put on those subtitles, because different dialects have different words. Now, sometimes I don't put on the subtitles because I am at that level that I don't need it, because the subtitles don't match what they're actually saying. But I always say put on the subtitles because it helps you be able to spell the word that you might not understand and that you need to look up. Get subscriptions if you have the money. And you already don't have Netflix, like if you have Netflix or something. Other than Netflix, a subscription that I love is Pantalla TV. Pantalla TV. I love that thing. It's like $5 a month. Yeah, it's like $5 a month. Pantalla TV, if you want to sponsor me or whatever, holla at your girl, okay? Yes, get them. They have great movies. They have great shows. And the best thing about it is that it's separated into categories. Actually, I'm gonna show you guys, for example. If you go on the app, right? So as you see, you have series, you have serie, películas, explorar, más, enseño, whatever. And basically, if you wanna do explorar, like you're gonna go there, and you can see that it has nuevas, del Caribe, Sudamérica y España, acción, comedia, familia, terror, amor y romance, romance y drama, okay? So you have all of these categories, and literally all you have to do is based off of the accent. I mean, again, it's so good to learn like so many different dialects so you can understand, right? But if you're focused on, like, if you want to have a Spanish accent, you know, an accent from Spain, you might want to click on the Sudamérica y España category and look there. If you want to have a Caribbean accent, go del Caribe and look for which ones are Cuban, which ones are Puerto Rican, which ones are Dominican. But for example, some of my favorites, if you love like just movies in general, or if you want a Dominican accent, whatever, but I honestly say anybody watch this. Sankey Panky. Oh my god, there's 3 movies and it's literally a Dominican classic. I bet you if you know a Dominican, ask them if they watch Sankey Panky. They probably did. That helps you like hear the accent a lot. So I watched all the Sankey Pankies. Lotoman, like there's also, I think there's 3 Lotomans. Yes, watch those. Love those movies. Hilarious. Another movie if you like drama from like that's from Dominican Republic, La Isla Rota. I love that. That talks about like a Haitian that comes over the border with his parents. There were some people, like some border patrol, they killed his parents, thought they killed him, but he grew up acting as if he was a Dominican. He like had the Dominican look or whatever they were saying in the show, I mean in the movie, and he, you know, of course, because he grew up in Dominican Republic, he has a native Dominican accent, okay? So that's how he survived. Also, you have like Que León, That has Osuna in there, and I think it was like, what is it? Like Miss Dominican Republic. Some other shows that I recommend. Y'all, Always a Witch, Siempre Bruja. That is Colombian. Love that show. Great show. Talks about slavery, everything like that. And if you're into like fantasy, witchy stuff, time travel, whatever, watch that. If you're into like history stuff, La Esclava Blanca, another Colombian show. Great show. Then there's another show called, Colombian show called Crime Diaries Night Out. It's based on a true story. So if you want to learn about a really juicy case, very sad case in Colombia that happened, yeah, that one's good. The Queen and the Conqueror. That is, they take Taino indigenous, the indigenous Tainos off of the island of Puerto Rico. They take them to Santo Domingo in Dominican Republic, and they make them slaves, or they make them learn the language, like Spanish. That's a really good one. Then you have, oh, y'all, of course, Money Heist, La Casa de Papel. Depends on your settings. Money Heist, so good. It is a Spanish show. It is in Spain. So good. So good. So good. Elite, so good. Another one in Spain. Y'all, got some of the same actors from Money Heist. Bomb. Like, if you like Degrassi and you like juicy stuff, watch Elite. I'm trying to give y'all some stuff so y'all could watch something. You know, like y'all need to do, you know. Toy Boy. Toy Boy is juicy. Oh, Who Killed Sarah? Great show. That is Mexican. Diablero, I think. Diablero, if you like scary stuff. Diablero, yeah, that's another Mexican show. There's one that I'm watching right now, actually. It's called Control Z, another Mexican show. Just so much. Like, if you want to go on Netflix, go on Prime, get Pantalla TV, and y'all look up this stuff and search for, if y'all want to stay on a specific accent, y'all can. If y'all just want to watch movies in Spanish, cool. I love Caso Cerrado. That helped me learn a lot of difficult vocabulary, things that you wouldn't normally use, but you sound a lot more, you know, educated or something, like you know what you're talking about, you know some harder words. Spanish music, make sure you learn them lyrics. I look up the lyrics to songs and I make sure that I learn them, only because it helps you with your flow of speaking. If you know how to rap in Spanish, then you probably will be able to speak Spanish without getting tongue-tied, right? And it helps you with your accent and pronunciation. It's a good practice. I continue learning all the time. Literally, like, I always am learning. I still use Babbel. I use the review section to make sure I am keeping up with my grammar and my vocabulary. I don't just stop studying. I'm always studying. I'm always learning on an app. If I don't know anything, play some games. Like, there's this thing called Word Dive. That's a little game that app that you could play with Spanish. Babbel, I love Babbel. Babbel sponsored me, period. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm just gapping my mouth. Do little fun challenges like you see on my channel. I have me acting like I only speak Spanish on Yee. Tell me if y'all want another video of that. Even though Yee app is no longer a thing, like if y'all want me to go on Omegle or Monkey app or some type of app where you got a video chat and acting like I can't speak English, let me know in the comments below, okay? Oh, try some different foods from different countries, and go in there and you talk to them in Spanish. Buenas, ¿cómo está? Me gustaría pedir, or you know, stuff like that. Make sure you speak Spanish to them. And even if you sound a hot mess, you know, and you struggling, girl, you better you better struggle through that meal. You gotta try. You just gotta do it, okay? And this is coming from somebody that's so shy. Okay, so just do it, like Nike. I don't know if I missed anything. Watch, immerse yourself in the language, listen to music, learn the dances, learn the culture, go on to social media, get on that like Hispanic social media. Watch. Did I say watch movies and TV? Probably already did that. Keep learning. Converse. Meet friends. Go to Latino clubs. Go to the bars. Go to restaurants. And make it feel like you are living in Latin America and you have no choice but to speak the language. That is the way that you have to do it, because you have to force yourself. If you're not gonna force yourself, how are you gonna challenge yourself? You can't learn. It's like brushing your teeth. We know when we brush our teeth, we take it and we put it to our mouth. We know where to go. We know how to walk up the steps because it's muscle memory. And your brain works the same way. Like, it's muscle memory. It's your brain, you know? Once it's used to doing something, it's used to doing something. So if you practice all the time, you're gonna find yourself speaking Spanish and you're literally not even gonna realize you're not thinking before you're saying anything. You're just talking. You're not thinking in English first and then translating it in your head. You're just kind of going. And again, I still don't think I'm fluent. Everybody else will say I'm fluent, but I still feel like I have a long way to go. But this is just my advice. You guys let me know if this helps you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what more videos you guys want to see from me. Follow me on social media. My Instagram and my Twitter is CC Loves Music. DM me and, on Instagram and ask me for advice. I'll be happy to help you guys. Oh, follow me on TikTok at Lord Jesus It's a Fire. I post a lot of videos on there, kind of dancing videos, bachata, whatever TikTok challenge is going on, whatever. Follow me on there. And yeah, I really just hope this helped you guys. I'm so sorry for the wait for this video. You guys have been asking me and I've been slacking. But thank you so much for supporting this channel. And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, your night, your week. Have a great Halloween. And yeah, let's get into it. I hope y'all improve on y'all Spanish. Okay, and that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Bye.